In this video, we will be looking at question number 9 from homework 3.2. A box with a square base and no top is to be made from a square piece of cardboard by cutting 4-inch squares from each corner and folding up the sides. The box is to hold 3,600 cubic inches. How big a piece of cardboard is needed? So we're going to start by looking at a picture of this. We have a big square that we're starting with, and then we're going to cut out corners. And they said we're going to cut out square corners. And then what we're going to do is once those corners are gone, we're going to fold up the remaining part. So we'll fold along here, 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 and here to create a box that doesn't have a top. Now the thing is, we don't know how big our starting piece of cardboard is. All we know is that it's a square. So we'll just say that in the beginning, the square is x by x. So when we cut out these little squares, the parts that we're taking out, then we're left with this little part here. Well, we know that each of the squares we cut out were 4 by 4. So if the entire length of the original side was x, I take out 4 for this side and 4 for that side, so what's left is x minus 8. So this square in the middle is going to be x minus 8 by x minus 8. So when we start working with the volume of this box, volume is equal to length times width times height. Well, we know that the length and the width are x minus 8. The height of the box is what we're going to get when we fold this piece up. Well, we know that the part we're folding is 4 inches. So our volume is given by 4 times x minus 8 times x minus 8. Now we were told that the volume of this thing should be 3,600. So if I replace volume with 3,600, we get that is equal to 4 times x minus 8 times x minus 8. Well, I think I can simplify this a little bit. I can divide both sides by 4. 3,600 divided by 4, that's equal to 900. So we get 900 is equal to x minus 8 times x minus 8. I'm going to go ahead and FOIL out that right-hand side, and we'll have 900 is equal to x squared minus 8x minus another 8x plus 64. I'm going to combine like terms, and I'm going to subtract the 900 over. This is a quadratic equation, and I have to have 0 on one side before I can solve it. So if I subtract the 900 over and collect my like terms, I'm going to have x squared minus 16x minus 836. Now I could try to factor that. It doesn't look super pretty, so maybe I'll try the quadratic formula. So if I plug this into the quadratic formula, I will have, to give ourselves some room, x is equal to positive 16 plus or minus the square root of negative 16 squared minus 4 times 1 times a negative 836 all over 2 times 1. That's going to be equal to 16 plus or minus the square root of. You know, I'm pretty good at mental math sometimes, but these numbers look pretty big. We have negative 16 squared minus 4 times 1 times a negative 836. Looks like we're taking the square root of 3,600 all over 2. Well, the square root of 3,600 is 60, so we are looking at 16 plus or minus 60 over 2. So let's break that into our two cases. If we add these together, that's going to be 16 plus 60 is 76 divided by 2, and 76 divided by 2 is 38. If we go the subtraction route, 16 minus 60 is equal to a negative 44. And if we divide that by 2, we get negative 22. Now remember, x is supposed to be the length of the box. Last time I checked, we do not measure negative inches, so this is the one we're looking for, 38. So x is equal to 38, and we were measuring the length in inches. And remember that this was originally a square, so our two lengths are going to be the same. So this box was originally 38 inches by 38 inches.